Hey, 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 welcome to the channel, everybody. Happy Tuesday. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to pop on here as we pull out, well, I'm pulling out my notes. And we're going to be talking about today preparing for contracts with the government. So I think it's a timely topic and a hot topic to talk about just during today's current times. And so I did want to bring that to you guys today. Welcome as you're popping on. Why don't you just say hello? Let us know where you're joining from. And also, just hoping that everyone is safe and well with everything that's going on. And let me turn up my volume. If you can't hear me, let me know. So yeah, go ahead and pop in the comments. Yeah, pop in the comments. Let me know who you are, where you're joining from. I'm pulling up my notes and we're going to dive right on in. So yeah, let me know where you're joining from. Welcome, welcome. I see you guys popping on. Yeah, let me know where you're joining from. And tell me, are you working from home now or are you still having to go out to work? Let us know. Let us know what you're doing. How are you doing? Are you safe? Are you well? Are you having to go out and work amongst the people right now? So welcome, welcome. I see you guys popping on. That's awesome. Glad to have you. I'm just pulling up my notes. Bam, there we go. All right, welcome, welcome. Is that Joanna? Patrice? Oh, you're saying you're from, okay. Is that Georgia? I haven't heard of that town. Welcome, welcome. So are you guys safe? Well, do you have to go out and work or are you able to work from home? Welcome, welcome. All right. So today we're talking about prepare for contracts with the government. And I think I'm going to pop my notes over here on this side. So that should be better. I forgot to get my stand. Let me get my stand. It may help you guys see the screen better. So welcome, welcome. I see someone else just popped on, but I can't read your, here we go. I can't read your, you don't have an actual name. You have letters. I'm sure they mean something. So welcome. What's your name? Tell us what's your name. You're working from home. What state are you in? I know a lot of states are on lockdown, if you will. That's the phrase we're using, right? Here in Texas, we're on lockdown. So, okay. So let's dive into prepare for contracts with the government. Again, thank you for taking time out of your day. We have someone here for Kentucky. Welcome. And we're just going to go ahead and dive in. And I think this is a really timely topic. So I did want to bring it to you guys because this is really a time for transformation. I know for some people, we do have things going on, there's sickness in some people's families. So, praying for those people and just praying for our country in general and just the whole world in regards to what's going on. But at the same time, for those of us that are well and able, this is a time to really lean into what's possible for you and your business and not just sit back and not be proactive in your approach and in the actions that you're taking every day. So that's why I wanted to bring the topic that I have here today to you guys. So who do we have here? Let's do a quick roll call. So I see Tanika went ahead and put her name in. We have Patrice. Oh, we have an Army girl here. Thank you for your service. Terry, that's Terry. Okay, welcome, welcome, Gary. All right, and we have others. We just don't have their name. Shalita. Oh, you're in Texas. What part of Texas? What part of Texas? I'm in Texas too. All right, so tell me what part of Texas. Hey, Taria, I remember you. I can't remember if you're in my boot camp or not. I don't remember, but I remember your name. Hey, Claudia. Claudia is one of my private clients. How are you? I sent you an email last night. Did you get it? Okay. All right. Oh, you're in Houston. Okay, down the road. I'm right outside of Dallas. All right, so we're talking about what you should be doing to prepare for contracts with the government while we recover from a nation, while we recover as a nation, I should say, from our current situation. I don't like to use the term that they're using on the news. So I'm using the phrase situation instead. Okay. We all know what's going on. And one of the things I just want to say before I dive into some points I have 3 points I want to share with you guys. So while I am talking here now, if you are taking notes, you want to grab something so that you can take notes, however you're going to do that, right? If you're going to use your computer, whatever, you need to get together so that you can take some notes. And you're going to want to write this down, okay, so that you can refer back to it. And then, of course, the video, I think, will always be available. Who knows? All right. So we have some more people who, MTE Walker, welcome. Monet, welcome. Oh, first time. Well, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not. All right. So the first thing I want to share with you guys today is all about prepare. And if you joined us last week for the live, I did touch on preparing a little bit, but I feel like I need to dive deeper on this because I do have a lot of people emailing me or DMing me on social media asking about, is getting into government contracting still a good thing? And so I do want to tell you guys, yes. Are you watching the news? Now, if you are watching the news, you just may not be able to pull out the pertinent information as it relates to your business, but the government is still functioning. Okay. If you pay attention, they're telling you like supplies and things they need right now. Like it's really in high demand. And so for those of you, if you can serve one of their current needs, you have to figure out how to get plugged in so that you can do that. Now, if you're being reactive, right, in your approach, and there may be some other things that you need to put in place and you just may not know how to do it all on your own, but know that opportunities are out there for you, with some of the things that they need to keep the hospitals running, our EMS people, the fire, police, all these people safe. There's things that they need. And so if you can supply one of those needs, you need to get plugged into the right place in the right way and, get in on some of those deals and negotiate and make it happen. Okay. So I do want to say that. Now, for those of us that maybe they're not mentioning something that you do right now, like it's not an urgent need for them right now. But if you're listening to what they're saying, realize construction is still going on. Realize trucking and transportation is moving. Realize that outside of the masks, the hospital gowns and all that stuff, they still need, the toilet paper, the soap, ink pens, all of that stuff that they need to function, they still need it. And a lot of you guys are thinking that there's no need right now when it really is. I have about 3 different, contracting friends, and they're still putting out contracts. I'm getting contracts that are just coming out into my email like at least once a week. That's outside of what I search for myself. Okay. So know that the government has not stopped. And here's the other thing you have to realize. This is only temporary. This is not going to last forever. Okay. This is not, our first rodeo, if you will. It may be ours personally, but as a nation, as a country, we've been through other things. We just may not have seen it and we've survived it. And so we're going to get through this too as well. So don't think this is just going to crush everything. No, it's not. It's really going to expose the strong. It's going to expose those people that have prepared for what is not only today, but in the future as we transition out of this. Okay. So we're talking about preparing. I'm talking about being proactive. Okay. And it's okay if you find a contracting opportunity now, that's cool too, but you got to be prepared. Okay. Now, in certain circumstances, there may be certain things that, can be maneuvered, right, to make the deal happen just based on the urgent need that we have. But outside of that, you need to prepare. So here's what you need to do to prepare. And I'm going to run these things off to you. So you might want to write them down. You can check off what you have. And if it's something that you don't, this is a great time to work on it, especially for those of you that are working from home. So if you're working from home, why don't you type in home in the chat? Let us know if you're working from home, because you may say, well, I have to work from home, so I'm still working, 8 hours a day. But you don't have to commute. So you did gain what? Probably on average a couple of hours back in your day to where you can put that towards your business. So even if you were only doing 2 hours before, now you have 4 hours a day, right? So there's more time than you realize to start working on these things that I'm getting ready to share with you. So here we go. Prepare. You need to be registered in the correct places in order to take advantage of the contracting opportunities, whether that's state, local, city, county, government, corporations have needs. All of those haven't shut down either because they serve the pertinent industries. So you're thinking everybody shut down. No, all of my people, family here in Texas are still going strong in their prospective businesses or even in their jobs because of what they do. It's a pertinent need to the function of us living. Okay. So you have to think about that. So you want to register everywhere that is pertinent to what you do in order to get a contracting opportunity. Any certifications for which you qualify, you want to make sure you apply for those. And in applying for certifications, you do want to know that which ones you apply for are the ones that your particular customer take or accept, if you will. Okay, so the certifications need to match up with your customer. Now, me personally, I always say apply for all for which you qualify. That way, if you see an opportunity, you're ready, being proactive. Okay. Also, your website. This is a great time if you need to update your website, update the information. Maybe you have an address change, a phone number change, email change. Maybe you have some new past performance you want to put on there, new pictures of projects you've done before and after, or testimonials and things like that from happy customers. This is a great time to either build a website, and I don't mean literally doing it yourself, because if you're here doing government contracting, most of you is probably not your area of expertise, but you can get the content information together to get it to someone that can do your website. Now, if it's a quick update, then you can do that yourself. But working on your website. Another thing, if you don't have it, is your capability statement. Even if you have your capability statement already created, check it out. Make sure all the information is current. Do you need to update your NAICS codes? Maybe your company mission has changed. Maybe you have an address, phone number, email, something changed in that regard. Do those type of updates. You have time now to do those things, okay? Marketing material, whatever marketing material you're going to use to market your business out into the marketplace, you can start working on that type of thing, stuff as well. Business cards, brochures, whatever it is you use to share with people about your business. Okay. The bid process. Everybody should have a bid process. You see me leaning in? I'm talking to you. You should have a bid process for when you're going to bid a contract from beginning to end. What are you looking at to decipher if it's a good fit for you and if you should bid it, right? And I only believe in bidding things that you have a actual shot at winning, okay? Because bidding takes time, and time is related to money, okay? So you have your bid process. You should also have your proposal process and your proposal template done. Now, a lot of people say, oh, there's no such thing as a proposal template because every opportunity is different. You are absolutely right. I tell people all the time, every opportunity is usually going to be different. The scope of work is always usually, most of the time, different. But there's certain information that goes into a proposal that you can prepare ahead of time. And then it's kind of like putting the whole document together, right, when you're submitting the proposal. But understand, there's a lot of information that goes into the proposal that you can be gathering right now. There's a lot of verbiage that you could be writing, tweaking, massaging, getting it together to go into your proposal while you have this extra time, okay? And then solicitations. Going through solicitations, learning how to break them down, pull out the requirements, things like that. This is an opportunity for you to really nail down on some things in your business, get some systems in place that will support you as you really venture off into looking and finding opportunities to actually bid. Okay. So that was prepare. Let's recap that really quickly for the people in the back in case you missed something. So we talked about prepare, registrations, certifications, website, capability statement, marketing materials, your bid process, your proposal process, as well as proposal preparation, and then solicitations. Okay. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you know what, if you guys are digging what I'm putting down, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Is this information good? This is something you guys appreciate. Am I on the right track here? Because I try to listen to what you guys are telling me as I'm putting out this information. I see the heart from Teria. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I got a thumbs up. I don't know. I forgot your name because you put it in there. And then we have someone else with some letters as well. Awesome. I appreciate the thumbs up, the likes to the video. Awesome. I appreciate that. Shitlita, thank you. Patrice, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're on the right track. Awesome. All right. So the second thing I want to talk about is positioning. Oh, you guys are so, oh, hey, Willie. Thank you. He gave me a thumbs up. All right. So position. The second thing I want to talk about is position. Remember, we're talking about what you should be doing to prepare as we recover as a nation, right? So that when these opportunities start presenting themselves, you are ready. You can't get ready when the opportunity is before you. It's just not enough time. And that's why I am stressing this. And I'm coming here every week, Tuesday, sharing this information with you. And hopefully what you guys are doing is taking this information and going and implementing. Okay. Now this week I'm sharing a lot because I'm laying a lot of things out for you that you can be doing to work on your business. But here's the thing, you know, pick a few things. This week I'm going to work on these 3 things, right? Next week I'll do this, however that looks for you, but set a goal, implement, right? Achieve that goal and then set it again. And if you finish 3 sooner than you thought, you can always add a couple more or 1 more at a time, right? That kind of thing, but get it done. Always be in action. Okay. All right. Awesome. So let's talk about position. You want to be positioned, right, to know who's your customer in the government marketplace and really in the private sector. Okay. Really, a lot of what I share with you guys, it actually works in the private sector, whether you're doing commercial, residential, or even corporate. It kind of translates, most things work in those industries as well as on the government side. Okay. So you want to know who's your customer. If you're doing government work, who's your customer? Who's your customer? I say that all the time. Who's your customer? Okay. Because you could be looking at opportunities, wasting a lot of time with some of the things I'm getting ready to share with you momentarily. If you don't know who's your customer, it's very important that you know who's your customer. What do I mean? Who is actually buying what you're selling, whether it's a product or service. And let me just cut in here for you guys that provide a service. Again, let me just say the government has not stopped. I have a client that does project closeout, still working. I have a client that does, let me go through their names real quick. And I'm just talking about my private clients right now. Let me go through their names. Trucking, still working. Trucking and transportation, still working. Oh, I can't think right now. Anyway, a lot of them are still working because it's not just products right now that they need. They still need services. And if you're watching, I don't know if this was on the national news or local, but the trucking industry they're just booming. I mean, you know, we got to get the supplies, and you've seen what's been happening in the stores even. So not only government work, but Walmart, Sam's Club, all of these places, all the grocery stores are having a hard time keeping things stocked because they're running out. So who brings the stuff? The trucks. Okay. So you may have to think outside the box. If you didn't see last week's live I did, go back and watch it because I talked about that, of what the needs are and how to tweak what you're doing to maybe take advantage of the current opportunities and to be of service and, you know, make a profit. We're profit making companies here, right? I'm not a nonprofit. You're not a nonprofit. We do business to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. That keeps the economy going as well. Okay. All right. So you need to know who's your customer. If you know who's your customer, then now you can look at their forecast. The year is not over. This is not going to last forever. I keep saying that. I can't stress it enough. Opportunities are still coming out every day. So if you know who's your customer, now you can look at their forecast and see what they're projecting to come out during this fiscal year. And if you're a government contractor, you know the fiscal year ends September 30th of every year. And then the new fiscal year starts October 1. So you still have from now to September 30th to see what they have projected to come out as it relates to what you do. Now you see why it's important to know who's your customer, and here's how you can be proactive in your approach. Okay. Another thing you want to do to position your company is building relationships. This is an awesome time to start building some relationships. You guys keep thinking, well, should I wait? I mean, I get DM'd this all the time, and I'm telling these guys, like, no, don't wait. If you're looking at the boot camp, come on in, because there's things to be done. There's work that you need to do so that you're prepared, positioned, and you're ready to profit when the opportunity presents itself. And I can tell you that the opportunity will present itself sooner rather than later if you're being proactive and if you're taking action on the things that I'm going to share with you next. Okay. So you want to make sure you build relationships. I'm talking about partnering relationships, teaming relationships. If you're going to do subcontracting work, you'll probably build relationship with the prime contractor. You also want to build relationships with decision makers. And if you're going to sub work out, then you also need to build relationships with the workers, whether that's independent contractors, whether you're using a staffing agency, independent contractors, other small companies, whatever that looks like. You need to be building those key relationships now, because you can't go to a new relationship and ask them to marry you right off the bat. You have to build the relationship, right? Build that like, know, and trust. And that takes time too. What an awesome time do you have right now to start building some key relationships? Okay. So what did we cover here for a position? You're going to find your customer. You need to forecast. You need to start building those key relationships. Okay. All right. So the third thing I want to share with you guys, as we're going to be wrapping this up, because I want to keep it about 30 minutes or so, because I know it's lunchtime. And even if you're working from home, you may still have to get back to work. So I want to be mindful of your time. But the third thing I want to share with you is promote. Promote. Remember, we've already said prepare, and I've given you things that you need to do to prepare. Then the second thing was position. I've given you things that you need to do to position your company to be ready. And now we're going to talk about promoting. This is really, 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 really important. This is something that you need to start implementing on a daily basis right now, so that when we come out of this, you are ready, you are positioned, and you're able to take advantage of the opportunities. The only thing you'll have to do is, oh, here's an opportunity. Okay, what is my approach going to be? Okay, what numbers do I need to get? Okay, and then breaking it down, pulling out the requirements, getting your either bid or proposal together, depending on what they're asking for, and submitting it. It doesn't have to be hard when you have the steps, when you know what you should be doing, and when you're prepared. Okay. So promoting. I know that you're on at least one social media site. I won't believe anything otherwise. So you should definitely be using social media. It is great to use right now, especially if you're in a situation where you're on a lockdown. Okay. And you're not supposed to be outside meeting with other people and all those things. Well, we have internet, and with internet comes social media. So you can be using social media sites to engage, build those key relationships, and find opportunities. You guys are leaving money on the table because opportunities are being blasted on social media. You just need to know where to look, but they're out there. And if you know who's your customer, right? it'll help you in finding the opportunities. You see how what I'm teaching you guys here is step by step. I always give you guys step by step building blocks. It's kind of like math. You need to add before you subtract, multiply, divide, right on and on. Same thing here. Okay. So social media is awesome. You got LinkedIn, which is really, really great if you know how to use it. Facebook groups, great as well. Instagram as well. So, I mean, those are all great. Twitter, it just depends on who's your customer and where they hang out. So that's why you need to know who's your customer, right? But social media is really, really great for promoting your business and building relationships. Also, you want to make connections with people, not just the agency, but people. And social media will allow you to do that. But you can also do video chats once you connect with someone. You could do phone calls. You could send emails. You can get in the DMs and, have a conversation, a private conversation that way. So what I want you guys to do is start thinking outside the box. Tweak what you need to tweak. Okay. Create what you need to create, but be in action every day working on your business. And I promise you, you will come out of this on the other side. So what do we just say for promoting? Look at social media, make connections. You can do that via video chats like Skype, Zoom. You can do FaceTime. I'm not an Android person, so I don't know what it's called, but Apple people, you can do FaceTime. Okay. What else? You can get a video conferencing line. There's a lot of ways that you can connect with people. Skype. You could do a Google Hangout. I think Google Hangout still is here. So there's a lot of ways. And most of the things I've shared with you guys on doing this is free. It's not going to cost you any money. It's free. Okay. Now, don't discount spending money on growing your business, because I'm not saying that you can grow your business without spending a dime. That's not what I'm saying. No. I just said the things that I shared here with you today, you can do from home, and you already have internet, right? So you're paying for that anyway, and you already have a computer because you're here with me. Hi, right? So you don't have to spend anything extra to start implementing the things that I shared here with you today. Okay. And then I'll open it up for just a couple questions because we're almost to the top of the hour. But here's what I want to share with you guys. Now is the time for you to lean into the opportunities that are before you right now. Now, it may be hard for you to recognize what the opportunity is, and you may need help with that. I get that. But lean in. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't stop because the world has slowed down. Here's what I'm telling my clients. Actually, and those in my community, that's you, the world has just slowed down to give you the opportunity to catch up. What are you going to do with your time? Are you going to catch up? Meaning, if you don't have all these things in place that I just shared with you, are you going to take the time to put them in place as the world has slowed down to give you the chance to catch up? Okay. So another thing, this is a great opportunity to do, is to learn. Everything I share with you here today, you may not know. I get that, but it's a great opportunity to learn what you don't know. You have the time. Where are you going to invest it in order to come out of this on the other side, growing your business, okay, making money, and having what you really want? And I always say, living the life that you crave with the business that you desire, supporting you both financially and in your business. What are you going to do to make that happen? That's the question. Okay. Let me see. I think I may have one or two questions here. And so here's the thing. If you need help with any of this, I do want to invite you guys into the Contractors Edge Bootcamp. It is open for registration. Everything I share with you here and more, we're covering inside of the bootcamp. When you sign up, you get immediate access. And then we're going to be doing live sessions like this. The only difference is you'll be able to pop on via video and actually talk to me and ask me questions. Yes, because I answer your questions. You'll be able to ask your questions and things like that during the live sessions. But the actual training material you get access to right away. So if you need to focus on preparing, positioning, promoting, putting together your bid, putting together your proposal, finding your customer, you don't know how to do that. All of that is in the Contractors Edge Bootcamp for you. Okay. Just so you know, I like to be transparent. The investment, because I know somebody's going to ask, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you. The investment into the boot camp is $997. Okay. $997. There is a 3 pay option. So don't worry about that. If you can't make the full investment, there's a 3 pay option. So definitely I encourage you to get in, get prepared, get positioned, and start promoting your business. So on the other side of this, we can now be working on actual opportunities that you're bidding. Okay. That is the goal. Okay. I'll put the link here, or if someone will pop it in, it's FeliciaStreeter.com/bootcamp. And then I'm going to answer a couple questions. And then I have some client calls and we're going to pop off. Okay. So let's see who got the questions in first. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Hold on, I'm coming back. There we go. Prosperity Empire. Well, what's your name? I like to talk to people, not companies. Remember when I said, who's your customer? Let me just elaborate real quick, and then I'm come back to you, Prosperity. When I say who's your customer, that's the agency, but we also want to know who's the buyer. Okay. The buyer signs the check. So I'm talking to Prosperity Empire here, but I like to talk to the person because there's a person behind the company. That's just me. Okay. So Prosperity Empire says, do you need to be bonded to get a federal contract? Not necessarily. It depends on what you're offering to the government. In a lot of cases, the answer is no. And I don't know what you offer. So I don't know, but in most cases, no. Especially if you don't have to be bonded in the private sector, or you don't have to have like, I can't think of the term for the private sector. If somebody knows, pop it in there. It's not bonding. It is, I can't think of the term right now, but it just depends on what you offer. The Army girl. You also have Blue Jeans or Cisco WebEx meetings for video chat. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. There's a lot of different webinar, what is it called? GoToWebinar. So there's a lot of like resources you can use to meet with people. Willie says, I would like to talk to you about getting an opportunity as a new contractor with cage code and everything. All right, Willie. Awesome. So more than likely with what you're needing, the boot camp would be a great place for you to start. If you want to have a conversation just to make sure the boot camp is a good fit for you, we can definitely have a conversation, or you can just pop in what you're doing here and I can answer that for you. But if you're at any place or stage of what I just shared, or you don't know how to bid, put together your proposal, read those solicitations, you're just getting started, the boot camp is the place to be. Now, if you're making money in your business now, currently, consistently, and say you're making, close to 6 figures or over, then yeah, you may want to talk to me about working privately because you just want to speed up the process and you have the resources to do that. But if you're just starting out, okay, and you're not making 6 figures yet, or close to it, or on your way, and I mean close to it, then this may be a better place for you to start, because people in the boot camp come because, one, they want consistency with their income. They want to get to the 6-figure mark, cross over that, right? And they want to learn the foundational things that they need to know so that when the opportunities present themselves, they can take advantage of it and really start growing their business. Okay, Kinona. Welcome, welcome. She says, is the 2-year waiver easy to get? I don't know what you mean. 2-year waiver for what? Are you talking about the 8A program or getting into government contracting? If you have not been in business for 2 years, there's other strategies that we use. That's why it's so important to be in the boot camp. Okay, so that we can overcome that 2-year barrier if you're talking about being in business or for the 8A program. Ideally, if you're ready for the 8A program, we should work privately and not in this group setting, because if you have the 8A and you need this, you got a problem already, okay? Is good personal credit and debits checked? Not necessarily. So it says, is good personal credit and debits checked? I didn't have good credit when I started. I'm just going to remember, I said I'm transparent. I'm going to keep it 100. Yeah, I couldn't get credit. I'm just saying. And I still won 7-figure contracts. So it's all about how you structure the deal, right? And what you negotiate and things like that. That's the things that we talk about inside the boot camp. And because it's a case-by-case basis, but it's the strategy and what you negotiate and the type of deals that you put together that's not a requirement. Okay, you're talking about the 8A program in relation to the 2 years. Here, so I'm not going to dive deep into the 8A. I'm just going to say that if you're asking that question, you're probably not ready for the 8A program because there's a lot of things you need to have in place. The 8A program moves you quickly. It's to really get you that push that you need to take your business to really 7 figures. But if you don't have the foundational stuff, don't be like a lot of people that come to me year 3 or year 5 in the 8A program and they have not won one contract with the government. And the reason is because they don't know how to do it. The boot camp is teaching you how to do that so that when you're ready for the 8A program, you can skyrocket really, really quickly because you have all the requirements. Now I focus on getting you a mentor, putting some deals together, getting some sole source opportunities. And it's like, go, go, go. Okay. Stephanie says, love your transparency. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So there you have it. We just shared. I appreciate you guys coming for your lunchtime. We just shared what you should be doing to prepare for contracts with the government while we recover as a nation from our current situation. As we get ready to sign off of here, let me know of you here still live. Are you going to take action? Let me know. Yes or no. No or yes. Let me know in the comments. And while you're doing that, let me see. Willie says, thanks, Felicia. My company is Dynamic Logistics Solutions. Okay, awesome. I don't remember what your question was. I don't know if I can find it. Oh, okay. Yeah. So with what you're doing, Willie, I would say join the boot camp. It's a great place for you to start. The Contractors Edge Bootcamp, we put the link in there for you. It's FeliciaStreeter.com/bootcamp. And once this is over, I'll definitely have it down in the description. Yes. So Kiana says everyone wants to charge for a bit of knowledge, was just asking. Okay, just asking. Okay, awesome. No problem. But yeah, so the boot camp, here's the thing. Knowledge is power, okay? And I just want to share this because she typed it in and then we're going to leave for today. But if I'm going to help you get your business to 6 or 7 figures, is it not worth the investment? And then what I teach you to do, you're going to go out and sell your company and make money. So is it not fair that I make money and teach you how to do it? I think it's only right because you're not going to go do your services and not expect to be paid, right? Although I have a wealth of information, if you're just joining me for the first time here on my YouTube channel, on my website, on my blog, there is a wealth of information. If you want to partake of just that, I'm okay with that as well. I put out a lot of good content that if you're able to piece it together, because it's not like it's laid out, right, step by step, but I mean, some people can and some can't. So it would be a disservice to me to tell you what you need to do and not take the time to show you how to do it, walk you through it, and help you achieve your goals. Because you're going to do the same thing with the government. They have a need, right? And you're going to help them achieve their goals and fill their need. And in return, you expect them to pay you, right? So I hope that makes sense for you guys. And that kind of just opens up some things for you just so that you know. And I think, you know, rightly so, whatever energy you put out is the energy that you're going to get back. So I find that a lot of times that it's really, really difficult for those that don't want to invest in the services that they need to get others to invest in the services that they provide. Okay. All right. So there we have it. I thank you guys for coming. We will be back here again next week, continuing the conversation. I already have what we'll be covering next week because it's all about really getting you guys ready. And actually, we're going to be talking about how you can support the current needs. So I'm actually going to give you one key strategy that you can use right now to get in on some opportunities. So Kiana, you see opportunities, information. If you can implement on it, you can make it happen. All right. So you guys have a good rest of your day. Who says that? Somebody says they're enjoying the Contractors Edge Bootcamp. Awesome. You submitted your SAM registration. Congratulations. These are the things that happen inside the Contractors Edge Bootcamp. You are actually in action, checking it off because you're getting it done. It's all about getting to the end goal and not having to guess and figure it out on your own. So thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. All right. So if you have any questions, you can definitely pop them in the comments about what we covered here today. I encourage you, if you in a place and space where you need more of this in depth and you're ready to get into government contracting and you want to take advantage of the opportunities, because some of them are happening every day. And if that's you and you want the support to do that, then definitely join the bootcamp, FeliciaStreeter.com/bootcamp. All right. So have an awesome rest of your day. I'll see you back here next Tuesday. I also put out a video every Thursday. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. Turn on the notification bell so you can get notified when I come on here live, as well as when I drop the new videos on Thursday. Thursday is going to be juicy. All right. Bye for now.